Hi everyone, it's Hayley Taverden here. I just wanted to, hey Jasper, I just wanted to talk a little bit about mental health with us new mums, especially in the situation we're all in at the minute, with everybody being in lockdown. I've had my own issues and struggles, definitely with mental health since Jasper was born, and I'm sure that I'm not the only one, and a lot of other people are. What I found is that some people are afraid to talk about it. Squirmy worm. And I don't think we should. I think that we should all talk as often as we can.
Hi everyone, I'm Sophia and this is Baby Olive, and I want to talk about a fourth trimester topic, which is the 3-day baby blues, something I'd never heard of until I gave birth. And about 3 days in, after coming home, I started crying and pretty much couldn't stop. I was happy and crying, laughing and crying, sad and crying. I just could not stop crying, and I'm not an emotional person, so I did start to get a little bit worried about my mental health. So I googled crying after birth, and I found out that on about day 3-4 you have a hormone drop, and it basically makes you cry. And knowing about that made me feel so much happier that I was normal, and I made sure that I got lots of cuddles, lots of chocolate, and what I would say is about 4-5 days in, you'll start to feel much better and you will get back to your normal self. And I'm going to talk about the first poo after birth. Lovely topic. So nobody warned me that once you've given birth, the midwives want you to empty your bowels before you go home, and the prospect of doing so after you've just given birth and been plied with lots of drugs potentially can be quite a scary prospect. However, I just want to warn everyone that just go with the flow, take your time. It's just like a little bit of bad constipation. Nothing will fall out, I promise. And once it's done, you'll be able to go home and cuddle your baby girl or boy.
Hi, I'm going to talk to you about my emergency C-section. Before I had my baby, I think that would have been my biggest fear when I went into labour. I'd done my hypnobirthing courses, I'd prepared everything to have this beautiful, natural experience, and after about 14 hours of labour, I had an epidural, and at that point I realised that the baby's heart rate was dropping, and they said that I was going to have the cesarean, which obviously wasn't what I was planning at all. However, looking back, there is nothing about the experience that I would change. Immediately, the doctor spun into action, and it was like Avengers Assemble. People came from all over, took me into theatre, and within 10 minutes I was having a spinal block ready to deliver the baby. It wasn't a scary experience. It wasn't a painful experience. It was still absolutely magical, and I loved every minute of it. There was one staff member in particular who her job appeared to be just standing at my head and holding my hand and making me laugh. My husband was taken away to scrub up, and as soon as he came back in, the staff greeted him so warmly. Neither of us felt scared, neither of us felt worried, and it was, as I say, an amazing experience that you mustn't ever be scared to have. After the C-section, obviously, it is painful, as a vaginal birth would be. But what I would say is the thing that was the most painful was laughing, and therefore everything seemed infinitely more funny. 5 months on, I still look back on it as an incredible experience, and certainly not one to be afraid of.
Take care of yourself afterwards, and don't put too much pressure on yourself to jump out of bed. It didn't happen that quickly for me. It took me a long time to recover. Make sure you get some help, lots of rest, and enjoy that bubble for as long as you can.
So one tip I would give to a new mum would be listen to your instinct. So obviously when you have a baby, you get this like maternal instinct, even when you're pregnant, that just seems to come out of nowhere, and it's so strong. And when, for example, people are telling you to do one thing, but your instinct is saying no, like screaming, no, I don't want to do that, I want to do this because this is how I feel and I know my baby and whatever, just follow your instinct. When you have a child, everybody has got an opinion. Everybody says you should do this, you should do that, this is what worked for my child, this is what worked for me. And sometimes it's just not what you want to hear. You have so much information that's just overloading when you're a new mom. So I would definitely just say listen to your maternal instinct. What is your instinct telling you is the right thing to do, and just trust it and follow it.
Hi, I'm Emily, mum to Arlo who's 3 and Bonnie who's 4 months old. My mum tip is for any new mums who are suffering with a case of mum guilt. Those days where you feel like you should be doing millions and millions of things, that you should be going to all of these amazing clubs that are on, and actually you just can't face it. Probably because you're absolutely exhausted. And it's just to say to you that actually cuddles are enough, and you are enough. You are your baby's favourite person in the whole world. And although there's loads of brilliant clubs out there, they're all absolutely fantastic, the ones I've been to, actually a day on the sofa cuddling your baby is going to be just as good for you and for them. So yeah, enjoy. Thank you.
Hello, this video is about breastfeeding and these bad boys that have been keeping my gorgeous girl Olive exclusively alive for the last 5 months, and the tips that I wish people would have told me before I started on my breastfeeding journey. So the first thing is, to be really honest, it can hurt, especially in the early days. So one thing that you need to have in the house is nipple cream. I used it after every single feed, and I still use it morning and night 5 months in. The next thing is nipple pads. I wear these every day now. Once I went out and forgot to wear them, and I started chafing and leaking and had to use a maternity pad. Next thing is keep hydrated. I didn't realise how much breastfeeding makes you thirsty. Drink, drink and drink again. The last thing is get a manual breast pump. This is a hacker. So I attach this to the other boob while she's feeding on the other one, don't I? And it catches any liquid gold, but also it's hands-free, so you don't have to worry about pumping yourself. I hope that helps.
Hi, my name's Laurie and I'm a mum of 1. Obviously you get a lot of advice to begin with on how important it is to give skin-on-skin contact with your baby, which it is. However, the bit of advice I wish I'd got was to always put a nappy on when you're going to feed your baby.
A tip I would give about sleep is before you have a baby, or sort of in the first few weeks, familiarise yourself with what's normal for baby and infant sleep. Because for me, before I had a child, I had all these ideas about what baby sleep would be like, and yeah, I'd be up in the night but it wouldn't be that bad and whatever. So when I had nights where my little girl was up like every hour, I was literally beside myself and thought there was something wrong with her, or we were just being punished, or something. But basically, when I did a lot of reading on child and infant sleep, I realised that it was quite normal, and it was good to learn about different leaps that she was going through at different times. So there was a good app called the Wonder Weeks app, which said when she was like having a growth spurt or a developmental leap, and she might be a bit more fussy, and it always fitted when she had a bit of a difficult time. So yeah, in terms of baby sleep, I would say just be realistic with your expectations on what to expect from your child.
Hiya, it's Hannah from Tilly Hobbs & Co. Just hopping on to talk about being a new mum and how best to support yourself in that crazy time. I'm obviously 3 years in with my Cora, but I still remember people say it's a bubble, and it absolutely is. It's such a wonderful time, but at the same time you're in your own little new mum bubble. Like, what has just gone on? What have you, like, to go from being pregnant, like all cozy, comfy, obviously not comfy for some people, but do you know what I mean? It's just you living life, and then what just happened? There's a hospital situation. For me, it was a wild labour. It was all really positive, but I was told I wasn't in labour. Just quickly, I was told I wasn't in labour, and then I begged someone to examine me because it was so uncomfortable, and I was 8 centimetres dilated, and I was like, I told you I was in labour. So yeah, to go from that to bringing home your lovely little bundle and adjusting to life. It's crazy. So I think I'm passionate about just protecting new mums. Yeah, I remember having Cora passed around, and I love all my family, but I couldn't even speak. People ask me questions, and I can't even cope. Can't think what you're saying to me because I just want my baby back, please. I just should have said. You don't know that you can say, but if I was to have another baby, I would say, do you just want to look at? If you don't feel comfortable with passing your baby around, say it. Say I don't feel comfortable, and that's absolutely your prerogative. If you say, oh, I only want you to all wear yellow when you come and see my newborn baby, that's absolutely on you. And I think you just need to protect your space, because the newborn times, you can't get them back. No matter how you have 15 kids, that newborn time with that baby is so special. And I just think you should do anything, protect it at all costs, protect you. If you want to have a shower, verbalise to your partner, whoever's there to support you, I need a shower, I need just 10 minutes just to gather your thoughts. I just think it's really, really important to say what you need during that time, because it's on you. The baby just wants you, absolutely fine, understandable. They physically need you, don't they? But you need to settle into that time as a mum, and I just think it really sets you off on your mothering journey. Really, just protecting you. That's it really. Just make sure you voice your concerns to anyone. I know I rang the hospital twice, I think in Cora's first week, because she wasn't having a bottle, and I wasn't sorry because I probably sounded stupid to the midwife who picked up the phone, but she was really helpful. So never feel like you're bothering anyone. You can WhatsApp group chat, join some Facebook groups for new mums in that month, and the support that you get online is invaluable. As weird as it is to a screen, honest, I've made some of my best friends, I've still not met them, they've just been aligned, and we've got babies the same age and we're going through the same things, and it is invaluable. So reach out, protect your space, and enjoy the most magical time.
Hello, my name is Danny and I am a volunteer support group manager here at Pandas. Pandas is a recognised charity that supports people through antenatal and postnatal mental health illnesses, and we do this by peer support virtually and face to face. We have support group leaders that are trained and run groups all throughout the UK where you can go to a group, have a brew, have a cake and get chatting and meet people through your journey, through their journey, and hopefully find a lifelong friend, but also more importantly feel that you're not alone in this journey and that you aren't the only one going through it either, because it can be very isolating time. So meet people, get chatting and find the support that you need. We have virtual support via Facebook and Twitter for those that don't want to maybe get out a bit more, or they're struggling, especially at times like now where virtual support can be really, really vital in helping you feel less isolated. We have Facebook closed groups for mothers and for fathers where you can meet people and get chatting, again find that peer support, find a friend and find somebody to help you through your journey. We have trained volunteers in there for helping you signpost if our services aren't all that you need, and we also have trained volunteers that can help chat and maybe listen and get out some of those anxious worries that you're thinking about at the moment. We have a Twitter chat every Tuesday on a monthly basis where you can get chatting about anything postnatal depression, anxiety, OCD or any of the other mental health illnesses that are out there, and you can meet professionals who regularly attend the chats, and you can meet other people also going through the same journey, and we talk about all sorts of different topics, just a general chat and myth bust around things that necessarily aren't going to help people. We have a free support line which is Monday to Friday 11 AM till 10 PM, run by trained volunteers to help listen, help get the information out there and help to just make you feel a little less anxious on those days and evenings where you start to feel more lonely. The number is 0808 196 1776. That's 0808 196 1776, and this is a free helpline, and you can chat as long as you need to those volunteers to help you feel a little less isolated on times where you may be at home once your children are in bed, or once your partner has gone to work, or any of those times where you feel like you're on your own and you're struggling. Please, we are here, we are supporting everyone that we possibly can through different channels, and please don't feel like you are alone. It is an isolating time, however you don't have to be on your own, but it is okay to not feel okay too, because we are here to support you. Thanks very much for listening, and if you want any more information at all, please contact us on our email, which is info@pandasfoundation.org.uk. That's info@pandasfoundation.org.uk, and maybe we'll be here for you.